Hey boys, welcome back to the final in this Sheffield Shield tournament, and it's part 2 of the final. I should have mentioned. We're in a pretty good position though overall in this match. We bowled well. We're coming back in for our second innings knock, and it's a beautiful shot to get us off the mark. A bit short, bit wide. They did actually have a sweeper out there. Just you know, they're in a bit of a position now. The Redbacks, they do need to try to save some runs, as Joe Burns and myself are to the crease. I'm gonna have a quick look. Lead is 286. I mean, that's, like I said, a very good position. Obviously only the 4 wickets now, still plenty of time in the match to go, so you know, it's just about batting for as big a lead as we can get, really. Try to put the game to where we are pretty much the only chance at victory. Potentially, I guess if they bat well enough, they could get the draw, but try to just cover all our bases. So a good chance. Joe Burns is playing very nicely, and in real life, Burnsy is actually going along quite nicely as well. He's been included in the squad for the South Africa tour, which is pretty good. I'm happy for Joe Burns. Like, I think he's a guy that I think did a pretty good job when he got selected. And he was dropped. I guess, you know, probably the form wasn't up to, you know, maybe what they wanted, but I think out of a lot of the choices they've gone with, he's been a good player, and I think he deserves a chance. Obviously, Cameron Bancroft has been given the chance as well. I'll be curious to see what happens with that. I would imagine they're going to give Bancroft a go, like the first game or two, but if he fails, I would highly imagine that they'd be pretty quick to drop him, because I think that's what should happen, really. You get a chance, and if you don't succeed and you don't make the most of it, you know, someone else should actually come in and replace him. But you know, you got to give him a go. I'm still skeptical of Cameron Bancroft. You know, he did bring good form into the Ashes, but just his technique really is, I think, very skeptical. And yeah, well, you know, time will tell, but we'll get back to the game. I'm going off topic here with some real life talk, but we're in a very good spot here. We're batting nicely. Joe Burns is approaching a 100. I think I mention every time, but his high score apparently on the game here, he got a 400 odd not out, which is unreal in the first class arena, which is very nice, as that is a glorious shot down the ground. They did have a long mid off, or a long off, but we've just gone straight over the bowler's head just to put him out of the equation. Got to the pitch of the ball, and a fantastic shot. So 31 off 25 now. A good partnership. Joe Burns has actually raced past 100, and another good pull shot there. They're peppering me with the short ball, but I do like to take on the pull shot. It has got us. We have got out a few times trying to go aggressive at the short stuff, but it's a shot I like to play, and I'm gonna, you know, bit of a compulsive pull shot player. So that's what I'm gonna do, is right here. As you can see, the game sort of glitched, like not glitched, but it sort of almost fucked me, but then it redeemed itself because my player was just standing out of his crease. But thankfully the fielder, he missed the stumps when he tried to dislodge the bails. So yeah, the game redeemed itself right there. It would have been a bullshit way to get out, so I'm happy he missed. But that is a big shot. That is huge. 113 meters. Apparently a poor shot choice. I don't know about that. It was we got to the length of the or pitch of the ball. I guess it was outside off, but we got to it on the full. We could hit it wherever we pleased, really. So brilliant batting here. Gordon has gone for a stack of runs. He's none for 100 into his 17th over. He's had a bit of a shocker. He's conceded almost half the runs in this second innings. That's That's crazy, as we try to guide that one just a little bit fancy off the face of the bat. We get out for 45, kicking myself right here not to get the half century and potentially turn it into a big score. But yeah, just tried a little bit fancy there. Either should have gone with the full bloody cut shot or just try to kept it along the ground. Really, it was just a nothing shot, and we get out. So Joe Burns, he produced a big knock. I don't think he got his double 100, but a very good innings from Joe Burns, and it puts us, like I said, in a fairly unlosable position. We really can't lose from this spot, and the Redbacks are just gonna have to try and survive. You would imagine it's gonna be tough. As you can see, all of us already the run rate is well and truly down with the early wicket loss as well. So as the front out is on here, Smith has just wandered out of his crease. He's going to be given out. Just the pressure of the situation. I guess the dot ball's getting tied down, but what was he doing here? There was no single, but he's gone out of his crease looking for a quick one, and there was nothing on. There was absolutely nothing on. So our first over already into the action. And we come back here into our fourth over. Another wicket is fallen, but they got two of their better batters in. But we're going to pick Jake Lehman up. All of a sudden, this game is looking disastrous for the Redbacks. The final here is in our hands pretty much. Four down for 50 odd. It's turning into quite a thumping. Callum Ferguson is still at the crease. He's 15 off 51 balls. So I mean, he just needs a couple of partners, really, just trying to survive, I guess. Alex Ross, good player as well. So I mean, like I said in the last video, the Redbacks do have a pretty quality middle order, but right here, this is beautiful bowling. I just came, as you can see, I came really wide of the crease there. It opened up the gate between bat and pad, and he's gone for the big swipe across the line. Not great batting, you've got to say. I mean, the pressure was on once again, but that's good. That's good bowling. Just coming from that angle, opening up that gap in between bat and pad and spinning it through, hitting middle stump. That just fantastic bowling. And the spin like I like the spin bowling in Don Bradman 17, but it's even better in this game, as this is a fantastic ball as well to Travis Head. Another good quality left-hander, but as you see here, he's got just misses the inside edge. Big crack down the middle of the pitch there. That's a little short for us, but there are some little cracks there right where I landed that, and maybe a little bit of natural variation off the crack that time. Didn't spin as much as previous, just missed the inside edge. So some good signs, some very good signs here, and the Redbacks, like I said, in all sorts of trouble. But probably, you'd probably say they're two best batters to the crease. Don't really know how these guys have gone, in the first class arena, but that is going to be another wicket. Travis Head, he is a striker. He is an aggressive batter, and I guess just the pressure, the dot balls mounting a little bit too much for him right here. He tries to go for the big, not really a big slog, but an aggressive shot, trying to go against the spin. Probably not a good option, and he's just going to scoop it to the man at mid-on. So we got the pressure around the bat still. I do like this. This field is a good field, because that is going to be what a wicket that is. Who is that in close there? It's going to be Matt Renshaw. An absolute screamer. An absolute screamer. We're going to be on a hat-trick in this second innings. This is just turning into an absolute flogging, but that is... Look at the movement by Renshaw. Had to look at this on replay. This is a genuine, just inside. It wasn't even inside. He sort of just toe-ended it into his pad, and it's lobbed up. Renshaw, he's in end. He was sort of bracing himself for a second, but then the movement to the ball, it looks a little funny on replay there. But as we set up for the hat trick, look at the men around the bat. This is vintage stuff right here. But Wes Agar, we're bowling to the tail. It's just not a great ball. Very disappointed with that one. We had him in all sorts of pressure, really, but couldn't deliver, unfortunately. Just had to get a bit wider outside off, but you know, regardless, we're 4 for 32 in our 10th over, and make that a 5-fer. It's going to be Kellen Ferguson. He's been the anchor at the other end, watching the wickets tumble, but we're going to get him out. It's obviously, the pitch is crumbling up, it's turning a fair bit, it's tough batting, and it was good work by Pearson at the keeper there, because our man in close, he actually ducked for cover, so there was no one there to catch. He's right there. I thought we had an LB, but not to be, as we're looking to we have wrapped it up. That's the game. There's the trophy. We're actually captain as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. We've been captain for a few games now, but what a season. What a season by the boys. We pick up man of the match. Pretty well deserved, you'd have to say. A 52-45 and 2 5-wicket hauls, 10 wickets in the match. That is a fantastic match. A great final. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like, and I'll see you in the next one.